When you live in a quiet suburban neighborhood, you expect some peace and harmony. Unfortunately, peace was the last thing I ever got from my neighbor. Karen, the self-appointed enforcer of our homeowners association. She loved her rules, her clipboard, and most of all, her power. She'd complain about kids' bikes left on the lawn, flowers not planted in approved colors, and even the shade of curtains people used. But her worst stunt came one sunny afternoon when Child Protective Services unexpectedly knocked on my door. The social worker explained they had received a call claiming my children were neglected and often left unsupervised. My jaw nearly hit the floor. I work from home, my kids are happy, and anyone on the block could vouch for me. It didn't take much guessing to figure out who made the call. Karen had glared at me just the week before when she spotted my daughter drawing chalk art on the sidewalk, muttering something about property values. I cooperated fully. The case was closed quickly. And the social worker even complimented me on how well-adjusted my kids were. Still, the sting of betrayal burned. Weeks passed, and Karen strutted through the neighborhood like she'd won some secret battle. But karma, as they say, has impeccable timing. One morning, while walking my dog, I noticed a couple of white vans parked outside Karen's house. Men and women in uniforms carried clipboards and equipment. Their jackets read County Health Department. Curious neighbors gathered, whispering soon. The truth came out. Karen, the same woman who policed everyone's flower beds, had been running an illegal cheese-making operation out of her garage. Apparently, she sold artisanal dairy products at local farmers' markets without permits, inspections, or proper refrigeration. A disgruntled buyer had gotten sick, filed a complaint, and triggered a full-scale investigation. The inspectors hauled out tubs of unpasteurized milk, stacks of unlabeled cheese wheels, and mold-covered containers that smelled like a science experiment gone wrong. Some of us gagged just from the odor drifting down the street. By the end of the day, the operation was shut down. Karen stood outside her house, red-faced and shrieking at the inspectors about her rights and special recipes. Neighbors who had endured years of her power trips couldn't help but chuckle. The irony was too perfect. She had tried to paint me as an unfit parent, yet she'd endangered the public with her shady side business. Child Services had found nothing wrong with my family, but the health department found everything wrong with her garage. That night, as I tucked my kids into bed, I felt a wave of relief. Justice doesn't always come swiftly, but when it does, it's often poetic. And in this case, it smelled like spoiled cheese.